Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. Dark comedies and oddball characters can be hard to come by these days. If you're looking for a unique story, give Kajillionaire a shot. And I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. Evan Rachel Wood stars as Old Dolio. Yes, that's the character's name. She's the daughter of two con artists played by Richard Jenkins and Debra. Their cons aren't robbing banks or casinos. They are small, petty thefts that barely keep them afloat. One exchange leaves them with a gift certificate for a massage. This is the only life that Old Dolio knows, as she doesn't have any friends or any real social interaction. That all changes when her parents invite a young woman played by Gina Rodriguez into the mix. Her character, Melanie, is a light into the real world for Old Dolio, testing what she knows to be true and what she has accepted from her parents' false life. Kajillionaire is written and directed by Miranda July, whose previous movies include Me and You and Everyone We Know. The title, Kajillionaire, should give you an indication that there's an odd relationship with money and wealth for these characters. You can tell very early on that these grifters are unlike others portrayed in the movies. All three of them are kooky characters skimming off the surface of life. The result is that Old Dolio's life has been a complete fraud at the hands of her parents. She has identity issues, she's mentally underdeveloped, and doesn't really know what it's like to be loved. Once the movie gets past the novelty of these characters, it starts to finally take shape when the Gina Rodriguez character is introduced. At first, she's intrigued by this family, but she's the only sane and grounded one in the mix. Miranda July's characters let her actors flourish. Evan Rachel Wood, Debra, and Richard Jenkins work together so well as this family unit, making them eccentric without turning to caricature or making them completely unrealistic. There's a delusional and paranoid element Jenkins gives to his character Robert, and it's a real treat to see his comedic side come through, after he's played so many hardened or depressed characters in the past. Evan Rachel Wood physically morphs into Old Dolio with a sunken posture, a deep voice, and quiet presence. She's a chameleon here in a role that I haven't seen from her before. Kajillionaire is an odd film. That's not a bad thing per se, but one that takes its time to figure out where it's going. Miranda July has created an original comedy with fresh characters that will appeal to certain audiences, but may turn off others looking for something a little less eccentric. It's an interesting display of family relationships, the lies we tell ourselves to get by, and how society treats its poor individuals. I'm giving Kajillionaire 3 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I got to interview Evan Rachel Wood and Miranda July, so check out those interviews. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Paul's Movie Trip, and go to my website, paulstriptothemovies.com, for even more reviews. Thank you so much for watching my review of Kajillionaire. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.